Hello everyone, welcome to Spotlight, where of course we bring you the hottest topics in sports, music, and entertainment. As always, I'm your host, Maximo Gonzalez. Today we got our spotlight on the NFL Draft, where on May 8th, the dreams of 32 draft prospects will come true as the first round of the NFL Draft takes place in Radio City Music Hall in New York. For the sake of this upcoming draft, I, your gracious host, will be providing my top 5 picks in this version of what I like to call Maximo's Mock Draft, version 1.0. So with the number 1 pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans will select Jadeveon Clowney. I'm sorry, but he's just way too beast. You don't pass a guy like this on your draft board. I'm sorry. He's 6'6", 275, runs a 4.47 40. You just don't see that nowadays, which is why the Texans will make him the number 1 pick. And now, thanks to a horrendous season by the Washington Redskins, my St. Louis Rams now have the number 2 pick in this year's draft, which I think they're going to use to pick Greg Robinson out of Auburn. The St. Louis Rams need a little pass protection for my boy Sam Bradford in order for him to be effective this year, which is why I think they'll take the top tackle in the draft. At the number 3 spot, the Jaguars need to address some serious defensive needs, which is why I think they're going to go with Buffalo's Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is a dual-threat pass rusher who can also stop the run, and he's a huge complement to their leading tackler, Paul Posluszny. With the 4th pick in the draft is the Cleveland Browns, and I think they're going to go with Sammy Watkins. Now, although they already have their franchise player in Josh Gordon as the number 1 target, they're going to need a strong number 2 to back him up. That way they don't start double coveraging on this side, therefore reducing his statistics. So the electrifying Sammy Watkins out of Clemson, expect to see him go to the Browns at number 4. The number 5 pick in the draft belongs to the Oakland Raiders. And I believe they're going to go with Jake Matthews on that. Yes, that is Jake Matthews, cousin of Clay Matthews and Casey Matthews, son of Bruce Matthews, the Hall of Famer. I think he's a top 5 pick. Obviously, it's in his blood. And the Raiders are going to need tremendous pass protection for their newly assigned free agent, Matt Schaub. Thank you for tuning in on Maximo's Mock Draft, version 1.0. And now for your entertainment piece, here's Jamal Bostic.
Hi, I'm Jamal Bostic, and on this episode of This Week in Geek... My bad, wrong show. But here on Spotlight News, there's some pretty big news I'm about to tell you right now. Rapper Chris Brown is gonna be doing a little traveling of his own, but not, on his private jet or a coach. It's gonna be on Con Air. Yes, ladies, rapper singer Chris Brown is going to jail. The big house, the can. He's getting arrested. Due to his recent visit in court in Washington, D.C., he's being flown back to Los Angeles, and it's going to take about a week for him to get to L.A. just because, they got to pick up all the other inmates from around the country. And Breezy ain't getting no superstar treatment either. He's going to be in here with real thugs, real felons, killers, rapists, all those kind of people. And just for an assault charge too. I know it's a misdemeanor, but they're really taking this real seriously. Probably just trying to teach him a lesson. So there is a lesson in this, kids. Don't beat people up, because you will go to jail. Just look at Chris Brown. This is Jamal Bostic. This is your news and entertainment this week on Spotlight News. I'm clocking out.
They don't really want it with a slick talking cool motherfucker with some fresh chucks.